All right, right now, all around the world, churches are really struggling because they're all the quarantining and because of the coronavirus and stuff like that. And a lot of churches are turning to live streaming. And there's several different ways in which you can do that. And I've been trying to teach several different pastors or missionaries and things like that how to do it. But I'm just going to teach a very simple way to do it. The way I've been teaching other people, it's using things like OBS Studio, which is what a lot of YouTubers use and a lot of gamers and stuff like that. And it's fairly simple, but it's also, there's some complexities to it, especially if you're not technologically inclined and you don't know how to do that kind of stuff. That can be a real burden for some people to try and figure all that stuff out. You can watch YouTube videos about that or any kind of videos about that and try and figure out more about that software called OBS Studio. But today I'm just going to show you the simplest way to record, to live stream your services. So the phone is probably the most common way to do it, and something you got to remember is audio, and I'll talk about that a little bit in a second. So I've got my phone here, it's already recording the screen, so that's why you can see it. That's my fiance in the picture, so that's what she looks like, and there's my handsome face. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Facebook, right? So let's find Facebook, let's click on Facebook in the top. And then what you want to do is click on when you go into post a video or post anything. And right now I have it set to only me so that if I start live streaming, only I can see it because I don't want people to see this one, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go down and press Go Live. So if you click on that, now it's going to start giving you options such as lip sync live. Don't worry about all that stuff. You can just go ahead and press Start Live Video. And once you start, it's going to start loading, and then once it's starting to live video, hopefully nobody can see this, but you can start editing it. This makes it brighter, which I think that's great. Okay, that's nice to know that it can make it brighter. And you can swap the camera around so you can see my camera back there. Let me go and flip that back again. You can add different things if you want. Maybe you're talking about hell, so you show flames at the bottom for some reason. But I wouldn't necessarily worry about any of those things. But right now it's live streaming, so I could be having this on a tripod. I could have my phone on a tripod, and it could just be showing me, and I could be preaching my sermon from here. You can change the angle if you need to, whatever you might want for that. So that's how you live stream using this. So then once you're done, you just press finish. And it's as simple as that. No real complicated thing to go with that. In this case, I don't really care. Nobody can see this. I don't really care about that video, so I'll go ahead and delete it. So what about using your computer? Because some people, they don't have fancy phones like mine. My phone's not that fancy, actually. But some people, they just have those flip phones. Some people, they don't even have cameras on their phones. So let's talk about how we're going to do that. But first, let me tell you something about using your phone. If you're using your phone or you're using anything like that, something you have to be aware of is how far away you are from the camera and the quality of your phone, right? So if you want to take a video of your whole pulpit, chances are your phone's going to have to be pretty far away, right? To get that angle, it's going to have to be like 10, 15 feet away, and your audio is going to be terrible because you're so far away. Right now, I'm using a lapel mic, so it's actually kind of funny. Let me show you. I'm actually using a lapel mic right here, and they're not very expensive. I think it was like $30. And what I do is I actually do this usually whenever I'm making videos. I'll just plug in the lapel mic, which you have to buy a specific kind. I'll just plug it into my phone, and then you can put it on your shirt. You can put it somewhere above like I'm doing where it's a little hidden so that people can't see that. And that way the audio is pretty good no matter where my camera is because this lapel mic is plugged into that one. And you might have to get an extension cord for the lapel mic. But let me go ahead and show you how to do it on your computers because some people, again, they may not have the capabilities of using a phone. So on your computer, you have to make sure you have a webcam for your computer, right? Because if you don't have a webcam, how are you going to record? But if you do have a webcam, so let me go ahead and start this process over so that you guys can see. So you go to facebook.com. Once you open up Facebook, you're going to go to this page, this part right here, like you're about to make a post. Click on that, and then you can choose what kind of thing you want to do. Do you want to upload a photo or a video? For me, personally, I like to pre-record things and then I upload it later. But if you guys are hoping for live video, then you can click on live video. And you can even schedule things through Premiere, which I think is awesome. So then it's going to automatically connect to my camera. If you don't have a camera on your computer, you can buy a webcam and just plug it into the computer and it should work out fine. This is where you can choose what camera you want. And then if you guys want to share the screen, so maybe you want to share your PowerPoint and your PowerPoint's on your screen, you can click here, but of course it's going to start giving you an option to where you have to have to get an extension. It should be free, and I think that's awesome. I don't know if they just came out with that, but that's the first time I've seen it was today. So you can actually share your screen, and that's awesome. So I mean, these are just awesome things that you can do, super simple, and right now I have it shown as only me. So only I can see this. If I wanted it on public so that anyone could see it, they could. But as soon as I want it to go live, I can just press go live. So 3, 2, 1. So right now it is live. However, it's only live for me because I have it as only me. If I wanted to make it public, I could, but I'm not going to make it public. And that's my advice to you guys. Don't make it public. Practice it out. See if you can figure out how to use it properly. Do a few test runs, and after that, once you feel real comfortable using these programs, you can just go ahead and start making it public and actually do it. But don't make it public until you're ready for it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this because there's no reason for it. I'll delete the video because that video was just to show you. And then YouTube, you can do the same thing. Let's go ahead and go on YouTube. Let's see. And then in this top corner here, it says upload video or go live. So if I click on go live, hopefully it's not going to just go ahead and start. And because I'm doing this while I'm recording, it may be a little difficult. And you can click on webcam right here in the top left. Once you click on webcam, you can press allow for it to allow your camera to be used. And you can choose the title. Let's do random. Make it public? No, thank you. Again, if you're just practicing, make sure you practice and make sure only you can see it, because what are people going to think when they look at it and they're like, what's going on? You can schedule it for later if you want. Make sure if it's not for kids, make sure you say it's not for kids. Or if it is for kids, you can make it for kids. You can choose different things there, and then you can press next and smile for I'll be honest, I didn't know that was going to happen. That's cool. I've never had that happen, actually. I've never done it just using my webcam. So anyways, whenever I'm ready, I can just press go live. So again, it's private, so no one's going to be able to see it. I can just test it out, see if it's going to work, and then I can go live with public. So right now, I'm just not going to do that. But anyways, those are the two different steps for how to do things. For how to live stream using Facebook or YouTube. You can do the same thing on YouTube with your phone, I believe. I've never done it with my phone before. But again, I like to pre-record things and then upload them. But if you're looking for live streaming, you can still do Premiere, and that Premiere is like live streaming, but you upload it first and then it just starts playing automatically at a certain time. But that's my advice. Just stay simple. Use your phone if you can. Just go on Facebook, press live, and it's going to record you live. If you want to use YouTube, you can. If you want to use your computer, you can. Just make sure you have a webcam. So those are the two simplest ways I know how to do it. If you want to get more intense, you can go to OBS Studio, and maybe I'll send a link, or maybe I'll send out a video about that as well. But it's probably going to be longer because it's more complicated. But yeah, so that's how you do that.